being a lawyer or a doctor or a chartered accountant or any other profession. We need good people there and people who are always enhancing the profession, improving the profession, making the profession grow. That becomes important because everything has to improve. As long as we are always improving and not stagnating, that makes a big difference. And that includes also for politicians, but I don't know whether they're improving or whether we are stagnating. We may be even going the other way also. So anyway, able to compete with the global standards. And that also goes for chartered accountants. We are able to compete with the globe. And today, just like what the President was saying, the GCCs, that's also an example of how the globe is depending upon India for providing this professional expertise at a level which no other country can. The sheer numbers that we have and the sheer number of educated people, qualified people, and people who are able to understand and deliver. I think that is something that we should become the source for the entire world, and that is what we are becoming. And I'm very happy to say that Bengaluru is one of the centers for GCCs. Today, all over, if you see in Bengaluru, all the multinationals are coming to Bengaluru. Earlier it was IT services, now it is becoming GCCs. I used to meet so many builders, and there a lot of construction is going on. So the biggest, now one of the biggest occupier of office space are all these global capability centers. They are taking huge office space and setting up their centers. So that shows that how we can become really a major supplier of services to the world. And that is something that I think is there somehow inherent to our country. Whether it is the medical profession or legal profession or accountancy or whatever, it is something that people, the world needs us. And the more we improve ourselves, the more we become professional, ethical, have best practices, learn everything, I think the more it's going to benefit this country. And ultimately, a country's becoming superpower is not just based upon the GDP of the country. Of course, we are the third biggest country, I think, or fourth biggest country in terms of, fourth biggest in terms of GDP. But that is not really a very good figure. As we should become the fourth biggest per capita GDP, then I can say India has become really a superpower. And how would that happen? Per capita means that every person is becoming resourceful. Every person is becoming an asset. Every person is becoming, he's contributing. If each person can contribute, if each person can stand on his own feet, if each person can deliver, then that is something which is more important.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India was set up by an Act of Parliament way back on 1st July 1949. Since then, we are emphasizing on professional education, on continuing professional education. Today's conference is one of them. With over 1,700 members registered, we have discussions on various topics ranging from income tax, GST, technology, compliance, system audits, and so on. The basic purpose is to update the technical skills of members so that they are able to effectively add value and move ahead to create an environment where the country progresses at the highest level.
29 ಮತ್ತು 30 ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 2025ನೇ ಈ 2 ದಿವಸ 20ನೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಗೇಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 9 ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸೆಸ್ ಶ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿವಸನೂ GST ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಿನೇಶ್ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ICAI, ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ICAI ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಈ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಮೈ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಎಮಹಳ್ಳೂರ್, ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್.
ಚರ್ಚೆನೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸುಮಾರು ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ವಕ್ತಾರರು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ವಾಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸರ್ಕಾರದಂತಹ ನಾವುಗಳಾದಂಥ ಸಣ್ಣದು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಪರಿಶೋಧಕರು ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2 ದಿವಸದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ ಬಹಳ ಸಫಲತೆಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ICI ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಂಜಿತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ನಂದಾ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ತಾವು ತಮ್ಮಗಳ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹಾಗೂ ತಮ್ಮ ಹಿತನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದು ಮುಂಜಾನೆ 30ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನಂದು ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಗವಿಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್ವರ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನ ಮಠದ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಗವಿಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು ತಾವು ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರವಚನವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂಥ ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಮ್ಮ ನುಡಿಮುತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ 2 ದಿವಸದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.